Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Today, I already watered some flowers. I checked the morning turnips before I did stuff today, so yeah, I didn't have to really worry about being back because it's hot. I was kind of hoping it might cool off a bit through the night. It's kind of hard to see when there isn't a bad person out there who likes plants. My intuition tells me you're especially good at caring for living things, so I'm giving you this present, Botanist Meatball. So we get a flower, potentially, or a house plant. One or the other. Hope the flower. We have lost a lot of flowers. Yeah, it's a house plant. Alright, so I know I haven't watered every flower, so I'm still going to be watering flowers. But, yeah. Hey there, Steven. Ready for another great day, honey? It's not great when it's this hot. Outside interior design, so I'm gonna replace my baby bear. Unless anything to work, please bring it over. I can see what I can do. Yeah, morning turnip prices were like 89-ish, so, you know, not a bad price. Seems like the earlier week is still just pretty decent. Hey, do you want my gently used stool? A friend of mine from back home, he had to close up his shop, so I took a bunch of stuff off his hands. So how about it? For free, of course. Seems legit. Really? I mean, thanks. This will really help me out. I can read and speak. Yeah, this is great, man. This is looking like a warehouse. Thanks again, sister. Welcome, Paula. Happy to help. You got gently used AC in there that can be set up without needing a window. It's so hot in here. I'm gonna be complaining about the heat a lot today. I feel a bit justified in that though, because it's not gone below like 25 outside. And my room here is even freaking hotter. It's probably close to 30 in here. And that's just too hot. It's way too freaking hot. I don't know what that would be in freedom units. Y'all will have to convert it yourselves. Probably just some of you. Not that hot at all. I have negative heat resist. It's just how I am. This is too hot. Pups, my homes. Not a home, but a leg warmer. Why, it's summer. I'm so hungry, afraid I might faint. I'm woozy, need some fruit. Bring me some, please. Not picky, any kind will do. Sure. I can bring some fruit for the great actor. But, yeah, I've also kind of lost my mind a bit today. I was the result of more IronMon, basically. I have now reached 30 hours of IronMon, and the furthest I've gotten is Flannery, and I'm feeling more and more like that was a major fluke. Like, though I say that, I've had such good runs that just get destroyed. Like, I had an Alakazam that was perfect. It had stats everywhere except attack. It could have used a little more in special attack, but it was fine otherwise. It had Psychic, so the best Psychic move it could get. It was really just invested in special attack. Nice. Again, Steven, it's like my yeah, I mean I do, but I also brought you some fruit. So excited! It's an apple. It's perfect. This would help. Perfect apple for the perfect actor. Look forward to this. So good. Just get much better than that. Can I go through a token of appreciation? Please take my left platform. I do like left platforms. Though, you know. You can always flip it around and make it a right platform, too. That's the beauty of it. I will forever find it funny that, like, controllers, by definition, are left-handed. It's just funny to me. And if you didn't know that trivia, you now do. That's a big dragonfly. Petal-tail dragonfly. Big. You're big, but I'm bigger. It's also pretty slow. I was kind of confused there for a moment. Okay, I know Barbara's around here. There she is. There's Barbs. Oh, youngs? Nice way to get feelings done, isn't it? What do you want, youngs? What's this? So, this just happened. I was down at the beach, saw a strange man lying in the sand. I think he's okay. Maybe we should go take a look at it. Take a look, Graham. Yeah, it's Gulliver. I'll go shoo him off the beach. It's so hot, I don't know if I can think clearly enough to actually help Gulliver. But yeah, like, so many runs, like, either they'll start okay, and my rival will just end immediately before I get the chance to do anything with it. Or, like, there will just be nothing to pivot to, and I'm stuck on something garbage that managed to somehow get past the rival. I have vague memories of a Talo. I was kind of losing my mind. I basically just, the Talo got past the rival, and that I wasn't finding anything worth pivoting to. And then it was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna run it. And I did, and it went, and it evolved into... What did it evolve into? It didn't make it through Roxanne. I don't even think it made it to Roxanne. It evolved into a Gramble, that's what it was. And this Gramble was basically the Talo, but slightly bigger. Like, it just had slightly more speed. It was still slow. Way too slow. But it had slightly more. And, like, looking through after that run, it was like everything viable was slow. And it's just like, this was doomed from the start. I also had a few runs where I was just like, yeah, screw it. I just skipped, basically. Like, they reached a point where it was like, yeah, there is no conceivable way this is going to get anywhere. I'm just going to reset. And thus I did. Usually those are moments where I was already about to lose anyway. So, you know. I've also had the AI absolutely troll me in a way that, like, if it had just not, or trolled me sooner, I would have won, but it didn't, so I lost. So hello, Delish, what's going on, Delish? Let's stop. Thanks for your ordinance about waking up early. I've been soaking up tons of fresh morning dew. It's like the best thing to keep my skin young and gorgeous, and I owe it all to you. Glad you're enjoying. I mean, I'm not really enjoying all this flower watering, but also it was raining earlier, so we're gonna have gyroids tomorrow. I kind of wish the rain would water the flowers. Oh, Cookie wants her time capsule. I can't carry it. But Cookie wants her time capsule, so let me do something about that. This one can go. Oops. There we go. Dug it up. Dina! Hey girl, what's up? Hey, Muffin! The little folks call me Youngs. I really like that name for you. Do you mind if I call you that too? Ah, sure, go ahead. I can't tell any of them no. Like, even though that nickname's kind of dumb. Like sticking your finger and your thumb in the shape of an L on your forehead. But the years start coming, and they don't stop coming. So you get fed to the rules, and you hit the ground running. Hey, you came to see my house. What's up? Capsule time! You wanted it, you just didn't realize you wanted it. Hey. I was just toying with the idea of having you dig up the time capsule. You just bring it to me. That's great, Ginger Snap. Hey, I remember sticking a peacoat inside. What's the slider? To top idol me. Someday when this capsule is dug up, someone's gonna wear this cool fashion again. I hope it'll be me, but if not, I hope someone cool too. Impeccable Cookie. So you wrote that, huh? Thanks for going through all that trouble. I'll give you a peacoat as thanks. Oh man, I also get a peacoat. We're gonna be twinsies. You know what? I may as well wear it. Why not? Bam. None of my outfit works, but it's fine. doesn't need to work. It just needs to exist. That's just how it is. That's how outfits work. They don't need to be good. They just need to be on your skin. And that's all it takes to be a rock and roller. I don't know what I'm on about. My brain's kind of fried from all the ironmoning. I've actually had the thought, especially because I've had a couple Nuzlockers raid me, of possibly, like, looking up what the hardest Nuzlocke rules are, and doing a, that sounds different. And doing a Nuzlocke. A rice grasshopper, that's soy sauce mints. Even though, like, I'm pretty positive I'm not gonna find a Nuzlocke anywhere near as difficult as IronMon. Like, IronMon is definitely, like, the hardest thing you can be doing. I might even do, like, a randomizer Nuzlocke, though I imagine that has the potential to be comically easy or very hard. Because, like, you know, if you're, like, you'd have to set rules on what your random starter could even be. Like, you know, have to do, like, random 2 evolution. Otherwise, like, you could start with, like, an Espeon. And as Pokemon XD Gale, well, actually no, it's Pokemon Coliseum will teach you, starting with an Espeon makes the game really easy. Coliseum is not a hard Pokemon game. There are some people who will claim it is. They clearly didn't use the Espeon the game gave them. Like, you literally, with Coliseum, you start with an Espeon and an Umbreon. 2 Pokemon with 500, I think it's 525 BST. It's a high base stat total. Like, these are Pokemon that are both routinely UU or above. Umbreon is definitely the tankier of the 2, and Espeon's so much more offensively typed. But literally the entire game is double battles. They give you 2 very good Pokemon for double battles right at the start. I honestly can't wait for Coliseum to eventually come to Nintendo Switch Online. They hinted at it so long ago, and it still hasn't come out yet. Or come to NSO yet. Meanwhile, XD Gale of Darkness has, which I'm happy about, and I still need to play through that. I still need to do my workout today. I hate because, I did a short workout yesterday, because it was like, I was just overwhelmed, depressed, I just couldn't freaking do it. But I had the time yesterday, I could have, and it wasn't that hot yesterday. It was hot, but it wasn't like this hot. It wasn't, I feel like I'm dying sitting here kind of hot, and I can feel myself sweating sitting here kind of hot. So I was like, alright, I'll go easier today. Well, yesterday I was like, I'll go easier, and then, you know, I'll just go harder tomorrow. And now it is tomorrow, and it's way too freaking hot. There's no way I could do a full hard workout when I'm already sweating, and I've not even begun to work out yet. I'm feared that our town truly needs to succeed. That's a street light. Do you agree? Right? Sorry, I'm just making sure my voice is heard. It's so important to get involved in public issues. Let's about make it happen. Yeah, see, the problem with that is, like, New Leaf really gives you an inflated sense of your voice mattering. I don't want to get too deep into it, but as a Nova Scotian who's not a member of the ruling political party, my voice doesn't matter. So, even though I don't feel like I'm being all that unreasonable with anything I would want, which, you know, the only thing that could be argued is semi-unreasonable is that I would like the province to at least pilot UBI, Universal Basic Income. A coincidence. Can you look today, do a little shopping. Fancy seeing you here as well. Fancy seeing you, Henry? Hey, Mo? Hey, Steven, then I can do some shopping. So look up to the same thing. I'm not spending all the money in one place. I will. Don't worry. Pinky! Oh, hey, Steph. Doing some shopping. What's going on? Sparkles? Wanna chat? I knew I'd run into you here. Steph, you must be like a psychic or something. Maybe. You knew where I lived, and like, you found the new town. So, like, you know, there's gotta be something to that. But, like, they don't even have to keep it. Just pilot it. And if it works, if it does what it's done basically everywhere else, then keep it. You know? But the response there is it's like, oh, but the Nova Scotian government's already running a pretty big loss. And it's like, okay. We have a lot of very overpaid politicians that we can take some money from. You know, we've got quite a few... Wait, I need an explanation. We got quite a few big companies in the area that could, you know, be paying more of their fair share. You know, like, there's many ways that we can balance this budget. And quite simply, if people are spending more money, then the government has more money too. So, you know, it kind of falls into, like... I remember... I don't know how serious this was, but I remember hearing, and this was through a Robin Williams joke, which is why I don't know how serious it was, but a proposition under some US president that was something like, give each and every American $1 million, tax them at a flat 25% tax rate on that money. That basically returns to the government $250,000 per person, leaves everyone with $750 for which they can now spend locally, or to set up businesses, or to invest, or to do all this stuff, which would give even more money back to the government. Fundamentally, the government hands you the money so that you can spend it so they can have it all back, but it stimulates the economy, and the government really doesn't lose all that money. Like, it would work. You sneak up on me like that. I didn't sneak up on you. Hey, Sabes. Nah, I just want to chat. It's good to see you. It's good to see you too, Sabes. Good to see you too, Mabes. Good to see you too, Labes. But, like, I can't say if in practice that would work, but in theory it would work. Like, the government would lose out on basically whatever money is not then taxed, you know, all the money that isn't taxed. But, you know, like, I'm going to use Nova Scotia here as an example. Like, every time I make a purchase, 14% of that goes to the government. Just outright. And then there is another tax on the businesses themselves, so they get another cut of that taxation pie from the businesses. Like, there is a lot of money that goes back to the government every time you spend money. So providing people with more money to spend leads to more money coming back to the government. Possibly more money than they are currently getting back right now. So even though they, you know, they have to put this lump sum forward, they're going to get most, if not all of that back just from people spending it. Maybe I should have ordered iced coffee. Yeah, I feel that one. Yeah, I got this. I have my usual, my dear man. But yeah, enough of that. Like, I could sit here and yap about this stuff for a while, because I have a pretty decent understanding of economics and was a political student. I do know a lot of the reasons why nothing gets fixed, nothing gets solved, is just simply because if they fixed everything, if they solved everything, then they would have nothing left to promise you on the campaign trail. So they can't solve your problems. They can't fix everything and make life comfortable for everybody, Because then someone might come along with something they haven't thought of and get elected in their place, and then they lose their cushy paycheck. That's the reality of it. Which is where, and I know I said I was done, now I'm continuing to ramble, I honestly feel politicians should be minimum wage workers. That would also heavily incentivize them to raise the minimum wage. Because, you know, if they work for that wage, then they would be heavily incentivized to make that wage something you could live comfortably on. And like, I remember seeing a thing where, I think it's New York wants to basically tax self-checkout by 10%. Or basically force companies to reduce the price of self-checkout by 10%, which effectively is taxing it. And like, yeah, it makes sense. Self-checkout is cheaper for the business because they don't need to pay somebody to scan your items. And the customer is literally providing them with free labor. Like, yeah, sure. That makes sense. There's Gulliver. And I've seen people who have no idea how this stuff works going, they'll just raise all their prices by 10%. It's like, yeah, but see, that's probably not the 10% that they're being made to reduce. Like, so they probably actually wouldn't. And two, if they were to do that, I imagine the New York government would go, no, that is not what we told you to do. You know. I mean, the company could eat that just fine, and fighting it would just create bad will, so, okay, Gulliver. Alright, where were you going? Anything and everything you remember. It's going to a country that's so full of life it's hard to comprehend. That could be any country on Earth. Live mariachi bands that perform such lively music makes you want to dance. Mariachi. South America. Desert, it's just like any other warm, dry place in the world. Wait, would it be South America? No bueno. I feel like no bueno is a hint. Long for life near the Sierra Madre. I'm torn between Brazil and Mexico. Well, okay. Brazil is Portuguese. Mi amigo is Spanish. Of those four countries, Mexico speaks Spanish, right? I mean, it's Mexican Spanish, I believe, but it's close enough. I think it might actually just be straight up Spanish. I don't actually know for sure. If I'm wrong there and I've just deeply offended some Mexicans, I apologize. I am not a very worldly person. Like, a lot of what I even know of that region of the world comes from long, long ago and is mostly relegated to, if you showed me a pair of sailing ships, I could probably tell you what they are. I could at least tell you probably what nation built them. I'm an Age of Sail pirate kind of guy. I'm leaning Mexico. Because I'm pretty sure it's not Ethiopia. I've never heard of Tanzania before. Which makes me want to look it up. I'm going to type that into my search so I can look that up. Because I want to look it up now. There's a lot of stuff. It's in my search. I'm gonna go Mexico. Hey! Let's head to Mexico. Yes, I've already remembered the Mexi part. It's just one syllable short. so close and yet so far away. Then why didn't you mention that? Your fancy souvenir might take a while, but may as well get your hopes up. What is this? They have a neat flag. Okay, it's a African country. East Africa. In the African Great Lakes region. It's bordered by Uganda in the northwest, Kenya to the northeast, and the Indian Ocean to the east. It's a population of around 67.5 million, making it the most populous African country located entirely south of the equator. Neat. Its official language is Swahili. There's a language called Jita? The only Jita I know is Jita 4.4. Well, the system in EVE Online, Jita. Well, they were part of the British Commonwealth in 1961. In 1962, it became a democratic republic under an executive president. So what are they like today? Ah, civil unrest. That's... ooh. Political student thing. Anyone possibly watching this from Tanzania, I'm not trying to throw any shade, but when someone wins an election with 98% of the vote, something fishy's always going on. Always. On somebody's side, something's fishy's going on. They have a very nice blue on their flag. I apologize, I got sidetracked. This is what happens when I randomly am just like, well, that seems neat. And then who are you fighting with? Oh, man, I'm really down today, sister. Ah. Those two are fighting. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna ignore that that was happening. And I'm gonna go over here. I should probably get this episode ended. I have hardware monitor up just so I can kind of watch my temps, because it is freaking hot. Oh dear lord, my computer is... my CPU is at 71 degrees right now. You know how long ago it's been since I've seen my CPU at 71 degrees? Last summer. Dude, this only happens in the summer. Okay, I know I got distracted and like I went on a weirdly political tangent today. I apologize. It's hot. I'm rambling. I'm irritable. And honestly, politics is probably the biggest source of issues in everybody's life. Because whether you frick with politics, politics will frick with you. And so many people never seem to understand that. And they ignore it. And yeah. It just causes problems. But yeah, that is gonna be it for today. I need to struggle through my workout, whatever of it I do. Thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow, where maybe it won't be as hot. I'm gonna actually check right now. How hot is it gonna be tomorrow? Please not vary. It's gonna be just as bad. It's gonna be, it's gonna be raining. Oh. It's not much rain. I can probably leave my window open. Humidity of 95%. That's right now as I'm speaking. Please just end me. Who decided this planet was a good place to evolve? Who did it? Was it Jim? I have a word with him. Thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you all then.